You can always change your life and start being deeper into alignment with your divine self, and from there your body is nourished. Somebody was asking me about the saints and sages of India and other countries that have attained this state. The first reference that I've heard of was Giri Bala, was a lady who was described in the autobiography of a yogi, right? She was in the state since she was 16. But there were so many others, like many books of yours make reference to saints that are attaining this state. But the ones that I'm feeling to talk about is the ones I met, because when you personally meet a person, you know that this exists and it is real. And as I was saying, in the Pranic Festival in India this March, we had Prahlad Jani with us. This is a yogi, a beautiful family, I felt him to be for me, that is living on prana was living on prana since his adolescence. So he was in the state for 75 years when I met him, no needing to take food and water. And he has traveled at 92 years old. He has traveled to Bangalore to meet us at our festival. And he has given a conference there and has blessed the people. And he was so alive and vital. And he has helped the doctor who has tested him in the hospital because the doctor was having an issue. He fell into a water. So he helped everyone, he blessed everyone, he was very active and strong at 92 years old, and that he was a living proof of this deep state of consciousness that can nourish us all. I'm going to share screen as soon as I find my pictures with him from Pyramid Valley, and that's how you can see him. Fortunately, short after I left India in this March, he left his body. We were meant to see each other one more time before that, but as I said, unfortunately, he left his body before we got to meet again. So now it's no longer possible to meet him in person, but his spirit is still very active and very much guiding the ones who have been his disciples, and he's also helping me a lot with particularly bridging the scientific part with the holistic part on this pranic journey, because I'm having this job of helping scientists understand it and study it. So this is me with Prahlad Jani in India in Pyramid Valley this March. Right at the end of the festival, you can see him being in a very deep meditative state even when we were traveling. And of course, many people had joined us and wanted to be around him and film him and have blessings. And he was quite secluded, you know, as a saint. He wasn't, you know, necessarily touching people or having people close by, but in this particular case we were very close, and as I said, it was like family that has regathered for me and him. And he allowed me to do some very beautiful videos where he allowed me to test his chakras and his channel where Amrita flows. He actually put my finger on his roof of the mouth to help me see where his Amrita flows. So that's something very unusual for such a saint, right? But he wanted to help humanity see that this is possible, to help humanity understand that this is real. And probably he was already knowing that he's going to leave his body, so he wanted to leave this legacy for people to be able to watch later. So this has been my experience with Prahlad Jani, and I'm in deep sadness that I don't get to meet him again in person, even though I am communicating with him in spirit. It's hard to not have a family member around you after you've just rejoined with him. You know, that's how I'm feeling now about this gathering.
You feel ये हार्ट है और ये भी हार्ट है इस साइड पे
Both heart.
He has two hearts, yes.
Yes.
I'm married, and I can see
सीधा
Sieve.
no boy.
Two hearts?
Two hearts.
Yes.
One of the Sieve and one of the Shakti.
शिव शक्ति बोलते हैं ना
There are tens of other people that are on this path for a long time, like Germain, who's the global president of the Congress for Spiritual Scientists in India, and other colleagues that are on this journey for 20 years, not needing food or water. Some are for 10 years. If you go on my YouTube, Cristiana Eltrayan, you'll find the recent video that we did this Christmas during the Christmas retreat with one of my colleagues called Victor Troviano, who hasn't taken food or water for about 9 years. And now he's only drinking water and tea. And he has been a guest in our Pranic retreat and has talked to us. And he often comes to the Pranic festivals. He might come to India in March of 2021. And we organized a lot of events with him as well. I myself have been on this journey for 10 years. I've started from simple steps of detoxing my body and deep meditation a few hours per day. And I've added several practices like Qigong and yoga and other deep practices that are clearing my channels and energy chakras every day. And over the years, my frequency has shifted because it's not about dropping food, it's about lifting your frequency. So my frequency has shifted, and now it's no longer so necessary for me to take that much physical food. Most of the time, I prefer to not take physical food and just drink various types of, teas or juices or water. Today, I've just had water and a little pineapple juice, and this is what I'm having for the rest of the day. I prefer that because it keeps my body really light. But I do have a daily spiritual practice of several hours. So we need you to understand that if you stop eating without an energy practice, you seriously jeopardize your body and your life. And we warn you to not try this at home without having the clear understanding of the fact that your energy, that everything is energy, and the clear knowledge of how to run it through your body.